What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be showing you how to create a AI social media marketing agency from scratch. This AI marketing agency can create Instagram posts, reels, and slideshows, as well as create TikTok posts all automatically, and it will also create a marketing campaign for a whole month of your business's marketing fully automatically, and then make these posts fully automatically without you having to lift a finger. And then when the campaign is over after 30 days, it will notify you via email that this marketing campaign is over. My name is Stefan. I'm the founder of Genify AI. At Genify AI, we create custom AI solutions for businesses just like yours. So if you need a custom AI solution built for your business, make sure to reach out to us either through email or book consultation in the link in my description. And if you're not sure how to implement AI into your business or where to implement it, that's why I created my free AI discovery consultation. It'll be linked in the description. There, I will map out your whole business and show you where AI can be integrated to make it more cost effective and efficient. All right, let's get into the video. All right, so this is the workflow. It might look complicated at first glance, but it's actually very simple. So first, it starts over here where we will create a campaign. So you click on this on form submission. And then here it's going to ask us for our company name, product image, the product description, and our ideal customer profile. So I'm going to be using this lipstick, and then I used Claude to make this mock ideal customer profile. So let's put in our company name. I'm just going to say lip gloss or lipstick LLC. And then I'm going to drag in this image of the lipstick. And then here in the product description, I'm just going to do red lipstick for woman. Then here I'll just copy this ideal customer profile and paste that into the on form submission. I'm going to submit that. And I was going to go ahead and upload the image to Google Drive, and I was going to create our marketing campaign for us. So that will take like probably 30 seconds to a minute, and then we'll parse it out into days and then put it into our Google Sheet. There we go. As you can see here, we have the day number. So it goes 1 to 25, day 1, and then the date for everything. So as you can see here, we have a lot of data. So we have TikTok and Instagram. So I'd be saying like, why is this all in JSON? Because we don't want to make this whole Google Sheet massive. I'd rather have this JSON, and then we can parse out the JSON into the workflow, which I'll be showing you guys very soon. So you see in these cells here, we have the platform TikTok, the content pillar promotional format trend, type video, the hook show a quick transition from bare lips to our stunning red lipstick using a popular sound, and the CTA would be shop now. So we have a couple things that are important. We have the type, that's the video, and then the hook. So that would basically be sent to the AI agent that would prompt the video. So let's get into that. And then here, same thing for Instagram. So we have reel, type video, concept of high energy reveal of new red lipstick, showcasing its luxurious texture and vibrant shade. And then the call to action, link in bio. Now here we have the field done, file ID, caption, and hashtags, which is empty right now. So this is where we will populate with the images and everything. Then here we have the product ID and the product name. So let's get into the actual demo. All right, so now that that's done, we have the get campaign. So that's basically getting the first row that is not done. So let's do that. Let's trigger this workflow. As we see, it's making something for Instagram and for TikTok. So it's making the TikTok video first. I'll be back when that video is done. If you don't want to learn how to build and sell AI systems to businesses, feel free to skip this part. But if you do, you probably recognize that we're in an AI gold rush right now, and if you position yourself in front of the wave, a lot of money will be flowing into your bank account. So that's what everyone at the AI Automation Academy has realized, and that's why I started the AI Automation Academy, so I can teach people how to get to that first client and how to position themselves in front of this AI gold rush wave. But I have some bad news. The first course in the AI Automation Academy, the N8N Beginner to Pro course, is 80% done. And when it goes to 100%, the price will be going up by $10. And every time I drop a new course in the AI Automation Academy, the price will be going up from $5 to $10 every time. So if you lock in these early bird prices right now, you'll have them for the rest of your life instead of having to pay $10 more when the first course comes out. And that's not the only benefit. We also do $200 N8N build contests, so you can build a workflow and actually get paid $200 for it and get a promo on my YouTube channel. And that promo will unlock potential clients and get you closer to that goal of getting your first AI client. All right, let's get back into the tutorial. Now it is doing the Instagram Reel. Or I'll be back when the Instagram Reel is done, and then we will go ahead and check them out in the Google Sheet. Then I'll show you guys the Instagram posts and the Instagram slideshows being made. All right, now it is finishing up, uploading it to the Google Sheet. Let's go into the Google Sheet right now. As we can see here, for this file ID, now it's still being processed, so I'll just go ahead and check in the Google Drive right now. As we can see, pretty good ad. Now let's go check out the other ad. TikTok video I made. Now let's check out the Instagram post and the Instagram slideshow. So to do that, I'm just going to go back into here. Let's say, as we can see here, we have Instagram and then we have carousel. So that'll be the next one. Then we're going to look for Instagram post. So as we see, single image. And we're just going to skip this one by putting done. And I'm going to run the one for the carousel and then the one for the image. So let's do that real quick. Now, this would run automatically if you just activate it, but I just want to show you guys the data flow through here. So let's watch this go. So it's going to go TikTok again because TikTok is mandatory. So I'll just skip that part and I'll be back when that is done. All right, now it's doing the Instagram slideshow. So this will be quick. It takes around 3 minutes. I'll just speed up this process and be back. All right, the images have been generated. Add to the Google Sheet. Let's go check them out. You can see here it listed 3 different images, 3 links to 3 different images. And then as we can see here, we got the caption, the hashtags, and the file links. So here we have multiple files. We have 3 different files. Let's open those. So this will be one image in the carousel or in the slideshow. And this will be the other one. There we see 2 images, and then the first one would be here. So let me open that one. You can see based off of the product we inputted. So this slideshow one basically works the same as the single image one, just 3 times. So let's get into how this thing works. Let's go into the executions. All right, so we can see in the first execution, it was a scheduled trigger. And then here, it got all the rows in the sheet. That is basically just to get the product ID into the workflow. That's the only reason it's there. So as we see, we have this product ID, and then we can drag it into the Google Drive node so we can download it and then put it into these AI images. And then the next one is the aggregate one. So we just aggregate all this data into one item. That's because once we trigger this get row sheet, it will output 20 items instead of outputting one. So we want this to input one item, so this one outputs one item instead. If we didn't do that, this will output like 20 duplicates, right? So we don't want that happening. So as we can see here, we're just getting the document. And then here we're filtering for columns that where it says where the column done is equal to not, and return only the first matching row. So as you can see here, we have this column, this column here called done. And then here we have not and done. So it'll basically go down one at a time instead of taking all of them at once because of this return only first matching row. So from there, we go into the switch. So switch basically says if TikTok exists, go here. If Instagram exists, go here. And if row number does not exist, go here. So let's see the third one is row number does not exist. So I do that because if a row number does not exist, that means that Google Sheets did not return anything. So if it didn't return anything, then we know that it is over and that there's no not done's anywhere on the sheet. So I'm just going to send myself an email saying, hey, it's over, marketing campaign is done, and we can start a new one. And I'll show you guys how that email looks right now. So I'll just go back into the editor, and then I'll just trigger that email. As you can see, this the email I got, marketing campaign is done, our marketing campaign has ended, blah, blah, blah. So it acts like a full marketing company, and then browse current offers, that's just dummy. And then here we go. So that's how that works. Let's go back into the executions. So it says it errored for some reason, but it did not. So that's just a glitch on end side. So here it decides this isn't just like a filter out or anything. It's just to split the TikTok from the Instagram. So as you see, if TikTok exists, which will always exist, and Instagram, if it exists, it will always exist, it goes to TikTok or Instagram. So let's go to TikTok first. So this code node here, it will actually parse out all this information here. So the concept, the CTA, the video type, the format, the content pillar, the platform, product name, product ID, and then the day number, if it's done or not, the file ID, the caption, the hashtags. So after that, it goes into this basic LM chain. And here we have this prompt. You're a video generation agent working for a top social media marketing agency. Your job is to create a video prompt, caption, and hashtags for a TikTok slash Instagram reel featuring a product that will be provided to you. So as you can see here, we have the concept hook. We just drag that in. Then we have the product name. So you just drag that in. Then we have the CTA. Just go over the CTA, drag it in. Then we have the content pillar. Just drag that in. Then here we give it a task, the video prompt examples, the current rules for a video prompt. And then down here, it's very important, a rule to not put quotes anywhere in the prompt. That is because when you're sending over data through JSON, you don't want to have two quotes within that JSON because then programs and APIs can't read it and it'll just error. So here we have download file. So this basically downloads the file ID that was provided to us previously, and that is this product ID, as we can see here. That is dragged all the way from the aggregate node. So if we go to aggregate, all I did was just drag this product ID. So, and that product ID will always be there. So as we see here, we got this lipstick. And then what we do here is we send this file to Telegram. So if you don't know how to connect Telegram, I'll show you guys really quick. But first, let me explain how this works. So what you do is you get the Telegram send a photo message node, you get the chat ID, and then you get the input binary field, which is data here. You just put that here. That's basically sending the image to you through a Telegram bot. The reason we do that is because Telegram has a public file uploading thing where you can uh, retrieve photos or files from a specific link if you have the file ID and the token of the bot and the file path. So that's what we do in this next request. So we send this GET request over, HTTP API telegram.org, then the bot token, then /get file !file underscore ID equals, and then we get the file ID over here. We drag that. So that's getting the file path for that file ID. And then from there, we actually, now that we have the file path, we create a HTTP request with Key AI. So show you guys real quick how to do that. You want to go to Key AI. You want to go to Models Market. So this will be for video. We want to do image to video. Then we go to Sora 2. And you go to API. You scroll all the way down. And here you'll see curl request, right? So you want to copy that. And then you want to click here where it says import curl. Copy and paste it, and then just click import. Then here where it says bear, it will just say have a placeholder for token. You want to paste in your KI token, which I'll show you how to get in a second. Then in here, in the body content type, you want to change the number of frames to 10, remove watermark to true, aspect ratio to portrait. Then here, the same link we used to get the file ID, now we're just going to download, we're going to get that file path. So you see here, it's the same link, but instead of the file ID, we put the file path. So if I actually go to open this, we'll see here it'll download automatically the file, the product file. So that's basically what we're doing in N8N. All right. Now that that's done, you'll get a message here. It'll be task ID. You get a task ID if it's successful. And then you want to create another HTTP request node with the method get. And then you want to do key AI. You want to get this URL, which will be in the Sora 2 API. So scroll up. Go to query task. And then you just want to copy this curl and do the same thing. Import curl, paste it, and then drag the task ID from here. And this task ID thing will not show up when you do import curl. So you want to turn on send query parameters, type in task, and then with the caps I and then lowercase d, then in the value you want to drag in the task ID. Then from there you put in your token, which will be automatically put there. And then we put a switch. So what the switch does is it checks here if the state is a success, if it's generating or it's waiting. So it's generating or waiting. We send it to this wait node, which will wait 1 minute and then send another get request to see if the state is a success or not. And it'll do that in a loop until it is a success. And then when it is, goes to this JavaScript node that parses out the video with no watermark and the video with watermark links. Then from there, we send this HTTP request where it's just get, and then we just drag in this link. And then here, we actually get the video. After that, we upload the file to Google Drive. So we upload it, input data field name would be data because it's named data here. And then we put the file name. What I do is a product, and then I go back to the Google Sheet node all the way back here. So get rows in Google Sheet, the one after aggregate. And then here I get the day. and I just drag the day here. So product day 1, Monday, October 2nd. After that is uploaded, we get the ID of it. And then through the ID, we can create I'm just going to refresh this. So then through the ID, we can create the link. So here you want to do update row and sheet. You want to match on row number. And then you want to go back into this Google Sheet. You want to get the row number, pass it over here, and then change done to done instead of not done. Then add in the file ID, you want to get this Google Drive link. So you can get that link up here, just like that, in any file. Paste it instead of the file ID, which would be here. You drag in the ID that Google Drive just gave you. And then here you put the caption from the basic LLM. So you can see here that we get the hashtag, then the caption, and that's pretty much it. One thing I forgot to mention, in the basic LM chain, you want to require specific output format, and then uh, a little thing will pop up called output parser. I'm going to click on the plus and do a structured output parser. And then within there, you want to put in this JSON structure. So that is how the TikTok video generating works. So it works the same for Instagram Reels, so I'm not going to go into that. And if you want to learn how to actually be able to upload these to Instagram and TikTok without you having to do it manually, I'll show you guys in my school community, which I briefly mentioned. You can join there, and I'll have a video on how to connect this workflow to Instagram and TikTok. See you guys there. Okay, so now let's go into Instagram posts or the carousel. All right. So this is the slideshow or the carousel, however you want to call it. So in this switch node here, when it goes to Instagram, we have this code node. It parses it out, the same as TikTok. Then here we have the switch, and it checks if the type is equal to image, if it's equal to video, or if it's equal to carousel. So you see here, the type is equal to carousel. And then it sends it over here. And then this basic LLM chain has this prompt. You're an image generation agent, work for a top social media marketing agency. Your job is to create image prompts, captions, and hashtags for a 3-image Instagram carousel featuring a product that will be provided to you. So in here, we have the same information. We give it. And then here, your tags generate JSON object with 3 images. We give it rules. And then again, do not put quotes in the prompt. After that, we get this output, right? But this output is one item, so we can't just split it out. So here, we get the switch. And then we filter the same way we did with like TikTok and Instagram. That's the same way we're doing it with image 1, image 2, and image 3. So we're doing if image 1 exists, go over here. If image 2 exists, go over here. If image 3 exists, go over here. We rename the output. And then as we can see here, we still get that full item, but we just split it across 3 rows. So as you can see here, we again download the product image, as we can see, with that aggregate node. And then we do the same thing with Telegram. Same process, upload to Telegram. Then we go to Key AI, and we create a task with Google's Nano Banana. As we can see here. So I'll show you guys how to do that. Go to Key AI, go to API Market. And now I'll show you guys right now how to get your API key. You'll see it here. I'm going to do create API key, copy it, and you're done. And you can get like 1,000 credits for like $5. And 1,000 credits will take you a long way. So we're going to do image to image. And then over here, down here, we'll see Nano Banana. So if we go to image, we'll see Nano Banana over here. Click on that. And then we go to Nano Banana Edit. We go to API. And then create task. Then we go down here. and then we copy this curl request, and thankfully the image size is the same as Instagram's one. Copy that curl request. We put a HTTP request. We go to import curl, import it, and then we just add your API key. And then here we do the same thing where in image URLs we put that Telegram link, and then we drag in the prompt where it says prompt. From there, get the task ID. And instead of doing that loop, because images don't take long, they take less than a minute. So I just put a minute wait. And then after a minute wait, we go and get the info. And in that info, we get this result here. So that result, I'll show you guys the HTTP request first. So here you would go to Nano Banana, go to query task, copy that, you import it, and then you'll get task ID and your API key here. So you just want to paste your API key here and then drag in the task ID, and then you'll get this. And then we're going to use this JavaScript code node that will parse out the image URL so it's clean and not in JSON format. Then here we just do that just the get node, and then we put in the image URL, and here we go. We got the image. So now from there, we upload it to Google Drive. So here's where it gets kind of tricky. Since it does it 3 times, if we update the same row 3 times, it'll just delete the past, the past, the past. So what we do here is we make this merge node, and you put append and number of inputs 3, and then you drag in all of these inputs, right? So from that, it'll put it out to these 3 items. So if you go into a table, you can see it better. So we have ID1, ID2, and ID3. Then, since anyden it runs from top to bottom, first it'll run this code node, this one here. So I go into the next execution. So I did this one by one, so I can show you guys one by one since it's a little tricky. So as you can see here, it goes into that code node, and then it outputs the ID1, ID2, and ID3. So it just parses that out. And then we have to get rows and sheets again because we can't have access to that info anymore because we're too far down and we went through 2 switch nodes and a merge node, and NAN just does not like handling data that much. So we got to do it this way. Get rows, get the row number based on the column being the done value being not. And because we still have an update to be done, so we just get that again, get the row number, and then from there we upload it to the Google Sheet. I'll show you guys how we do it. So what you do here, so we're doing 3 at once, right? Let me just refresh this. We're doing 3 at once. So all you got to do is full screen that, and then just copy and paste this 3 times and change the ID from 1 to 3. And there you go. You have the 3 separate ones, all split apart. And that's how we get this right here. And then here. And the next one is where we put the captions and the hashtags. And you can numerically number them, but if you're uploading them to Instagram automatically, you don't really need that. And here we do the same thing. We just add the captions, image 1 caption, image 2, and image 3. And then for the hashtag, same thing. We get the row number, done. So that's how this works. If you have any questions, all right, now let me show you guys how to connect to Telegram. It's pretty simple. I'll not be able to show you on Telegram since I don't have it on my PC. But here in the Telegram node, you want to go create a new credential. And then on Telegram, you go to botfather. It's just at botfather and do /start and then /new bot. From there, it's going to ask for your bot name. You can give it any name. Then ask for your bot username. and you want to give it the same name you gave it, underscore bot. So it'll work. And then from there, it'll give you your bot token. When you get to your bot token, you just paste it in here, save, click save. And then what you want to do is you want to do a Telegram trigger node. You want to go all the way down to the triggers, all the way down. And then you want to send yourself a message or send the bot a message. And you just want to execute the step to trigger on message. Well, I haven't sent a message, but it will trigger. So once you do that, you'll get your chat ID. And once you get your chat ID, all you got to do is go into the Telegram node, paste the chat ID here, turn on binary file, and then just put input data because it's getting that binary file from Google Drive, and just put in data, and then it'll send that photo message. And that's pretty much it. All right, so that wraps up the video. If you want a free download to this exact workflow, it'll be in my Discord server, linked in the description. Make sure to like and subscribe if this helped you out, or if you found this useful. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers. Then I'm going to do a very crazy event, and you guys will like it. So make sure to join the Discord server when that happens. You guys will see. And make sure to join my school community if you want to learn how to connect this to social medias. And that's not the only thing my school community is for. I've also mentioned many other valuable things that you will get in my school community. Hopefully I can see you guys there and we can connect and network with other like-minded people. And if you're a business owner that needs any custom AI solutions for their business, again, reach out to me through email or book consultation on my website, gentifyai.net. Or if you're not sure how to integrate AI into your business or where, book a free AI discovery consultation with me, also linked in the description, and I'll map out your whole business and see where AI can be integrated to make it more effective, cost effective, and efficient. See you guys in the next video. Peace.